With all craft box, we are excited about the value. Now let's talk about that, because obviously you're getting all this stuff in it, but let's first look at the dies. So have a look down here. Now, the die sets are absolutely lovely this month. I love a character-based die set like this, where you're allowed to build it up, you know, choose your colours and really have fun with it. It comes with all these other elements here, these lovely little embellishments, the florals, the little butterfly, the bird, you know, and you can mix and match. Look at that little duck wearing a hat. How lovely is that? This die set on its own on the Sizzix.co.uk website is £10. Now we also have the occasion phrases here. This die set is also £10. Now this is a lovely calligraphy style die set. These sentiments, we got celebrate, thanks and love. These are evergreen sentiments, so there is value in itself. The fact that you can use these dies time and time again all year round, and they're always going to be applicable to the makes you're making at that time of the year. This die set, as I mentioned earlier, is also £10, so straight away that's £20 of value there. But we're also throwing in these circle framelets. Now on the Sizzix.co.uk website, these are £5.99. So instantly, just with the 3 dies, we've outvalued the whole cost of the craft box, which is £25. Now, if you're over in the US, go and have a look on the Sizzix.com website to see how much the box is. But it's just going to be the same with the exchange rate from the UK pounds. So we've got these 3 die sets all together. That is to £25.99 in value. Okay, but we're throwing in a load of extra stuff. Now you're getting 2 pots of sequins and beads from our ballet slipper and the mint julep colours from our colour story range. Sequins and beads, you're always going to be able to use them. I love using sequins and beads. I'm going to be using them just in a make that I'll show you in a sec. We're also getting one of our most popular items. These are our dimensional domes. Specifically, these are the 2.5-inch dimensional domes, again, which I'm going to be showing you how to use just in a sec. But domes people absolutely love, and the sequins go really well with the domes because we can use them in the domes to create a shaker card. We're also getting this fantastic adhesive roller, which just saves so much time, so much mess when you are adhering backgrounds, just any kind of, if you're adhering one of your layered card pieces to another, this just saves so much time and energy. It's fantastic. On top of all this, remember that this is all extra stuff when we're talking about the value. The value of the box is covered in the dies. We're throwing in this stuff extra. We're also getting these lovely 12 sheets of colour story cardstock. Now, as always, the time of the year comes into play when we're deciding which colours to put in your box. These are lovely summery colours, but it depends how you use them. You're also going to have that evergreen aspect with the fact that using them together in certain ways, you're going to be able to create makes for Christmas, for any other holiday. We've got Valentine's Day, you know, all year round you're going to be able to use these colours, and what a lovely selection it is. This is colour story, guys, so that means that any of the 2 colours that you use together, or 3 colours or 4 colours, is always going to look great because the colours all tie in. We've taken any of the hard work out for you, which is absolutely great. On top of that, we're getting these 5 sheets of crisp white cardstock. Now these are perfect. One, if you want to use white in one of your elements, but also as your card bases. So how about that for value? Now I'm going to show you a load of the makes that I created earlier, but before I do, let me just very quickly put together a make that I've prepared. So I'm using the lovely little bunny element and the butterfly. I'll reveal these in a sec, the way I've put them together with our cardstock. But I'm also using one of our shaker domes here. And you know what? I've just decided now I'm going to use some of the sequins and beads as well. So have a look at this. All I've done here is I've torn some agave cardstock and I've put it on some of the Arctic sky and trimmed around the edges to create a scene. This is a grassy scene, could be a grassy hill with a nice blue sky. You might want to use some of the Banana Blast to add a little sunshine in there. But this is all going to be framed and captured within those domes, so have a look. Just have a look at that on its own. What a lovely little thing. Really cute little bunny element. And I loved the fact that it was facing upwards. Do you know what? I'm not going to put that down yet. I'm going to stick this down so I know where I'm framing stuff. So I've used a little bit of foam tape to add a bit of dimension, but that is not necessary. You could use anything. You could even layer up the cardstock if you want to add the dimension. But I'm going to frame it like this. And as you can see, I've used that love sentiment from the Occasion Phrases set there, just in the crisp white cardstock. Now that's secure. Now I get to layer up my scene. I'm going to put the bunny to one side, and then I love this tiny little butterfly element that I'm going to stick down there, and these guys are just greeting each other. May just need to adjust where I'm putting this bunny. Just like that. And do you know what I've done here? I've actually forgotten to put in the dome, but don't worry, because that'll only take a sec to adjust. Here we go. So here's how we're using the dimensional domes. Silly me. I'm going to peel off that adhesive layer there. I'll just put that down to one side for a sec, and I'm just going to add in just a few little sequins in there. Not many, because for this make, I just want enough to turn it into a little shaker card. Now again, this isn't needed because I just like the fact that the dome frames the element there that you wanted to kind of have the eye drawn to. I'm going to add this over here, and instantly I've got my shaky element there, which is really nice and cool. And then I stick over the front layer. Now, Pete Hughes behind the camera is laughing at me, quite rightly. And there we are, that's it, that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to add this onto my card base now, and it's all the effort's been taken out for me, because I just get to use my little tape roller and then stick that down. Like so. And how about that? How cool is that lovely little shaker card? So there's just one make. We've used the sequins and beads, we've used the dome, the lovely little bunny and butterfly elements, and our Occasion Phrases sentiment there. Now I'll just put this here and have a look at some of the other cards that I've made, just using the contents of the box and maybe some little sentiment elements there. Now I've layered up the card here. I've cut strips, put them at a diagonal angle and cut them just to show through this aperture of the Occasion Phrases. So that again, we're adding value there. You can see that you can use the die cut piece, or you can use the aperture of the word, which is a great way to use these dies, especially a calligraphy die where it's all detailed. I love that. And these are just some of the balloons that are part of the baby animals die set. Dead simple, but again, just that use of our colour story cardstock. You can see that it goes together and it's really stylish. How about this? Now I've used the domes again to make another shaker card. A nice picture of me and my lovely fiancée Susie, just there framed. That just adds the bespokeness to it. To a make like this, you can just frame a photo using the framelits and the dome. It just makes it really special and personalised. Again, I've used the aperture of that love element from the Occasion Phrases die set. And I forgot to mention with this card here, you're also getting the circles that the circle framelits cut out. So that's another way to use those as well. How is that for value? Again, here's just using the balloon elements, some of the sequins, and that thanks element from the Occasion Phrases. Here we've got that lovely little duckling holding one of the balloons. This is just a nice little composition with layered strips of kind of off-cut bits of the cardstock there. And again, they're just really simple makes, but with this box, it just makes it incredibly easy. And here are just two really simple versions of the card that I made earlier. So that's it. If you want some more inspiration, head on over to the Sizzix website. If you're in the UK or Europe, that is sizzix.co.uk, or if you're over in the US, that's sizzix.com. Just have a look on there, see what we've done with them, get some inspiration, and then I can't wait to see what you guys at home do with the contents of this fantastic July craft box. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.